It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Austin Reeves. LeBron James is out there with Hayes. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at point. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Grady Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Dick with it. He's defended by Reeves. Pass to Pirtle. Back to quickly. Now Ingram. The 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ingram's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Raptors. Down low, Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Passes it to quickly. Back to Ingram. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. We'll try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
When LeBron came into the league, we knew he was authentically more a playmaker than a scorer. So whatever way it takes to get his team to get points, LBJ is good with it.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now, here's Doncic. This one for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ingram trying to get open. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Pirtle.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hayes. Finney-Smith with it. Will it go?
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ingram's got 11 points.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Now, here's Doncic. 26 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Toronto.
Dick with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And here's Quickly for three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, Quickly can space out that floor for you. Knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. They have a 9-point lead. Raptors moving the ball around. Now Dick. Still yet to score. Barnes outside. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And another basket for Toronto.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Lakers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dick passes to Quickly. Kicks it to Ingram. Pass to Quickly. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Ingram following the basket by LeBron James. And that one's good. Barnes.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Reeves outside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Toronto leading by 5. Ingram outside. On the wing quickly. Back to Ingram. The pass to Dick. Knocks it loose. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Reeves. 11 points for him in that last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
And after years of rumors around OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, the Raptors tell them both.
Well, I like what they got back, Kevin. At some point, you got to cut the cord, and they did that. They brought back the hometown hero in R.J. Barrett, along with a few picks, which gives them some flexibility. So it was a time for a new direction in Toronto, and trying to add to that exciting young core is priority 1.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 13, and there it is for him. And it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
And gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. The kick out to LeBron. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Passes it to Barnes. Reeves with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here are the Raptors now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Dick, and he uses the glass on the layup. Dick's got his second basket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Doncic. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Now, here's quickly. He has 5. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Reeves with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. And finish off by Finney-Smith.
Incredible reversal down. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Toronto calls timeout. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
Both teams making substitutions here. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Lakers second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Charlotte Hornets. Barrett with the ball. Working on Finney-Smith.
Barrett doing a good job. Defense really draped all over him on the inside, and he got creative to score there.
Doncic passes to Hayes. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Reeves. Dick defending. Reeves into the lane. Here's Finney-Smith. A three-pointer is right on target. Finney-Smith's got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. Toronto leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Shed. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Shed's got 6.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Boucher with the rebound. Doncic has gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Inside, out to Barrett. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 14. Here's Barrett. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Reeves with it. Dick defending. Hayes, no good. Barnes looking around. Barrett the pass to Boucher. It's rebounded by Hayes.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Raptors leading by 16. It's Dick on the wing. Out to Barrett. Pass to Shed. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. 11 points in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Shed. Guarded by Doncic. For 3, Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. It's a big difference maker.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. Shake Milton is out there with Connect. Then there's Len and Hachimura in at the small forward position. We throw good, Milton. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Shed, defended by Milton. Shed, that's good. Shed's got 13 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Toronto leading by 14. Pass to Shed. And he gets the bucket. He's got 15.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And the shot is good. Shed's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Milton, and the layup's good off the glass.
This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Raptors leading by 18. Here's Shed. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the ring.
Here's Milton. Toronto grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Milton's got his third basket of the night. Ingram against Hachimura. No good, but he's still shooting 75%, 6 of 8 from the floor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Hachimura is such a skilled 4/3 man, good at using his size to take advantage there.
The pass to Abaji. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Barrett. Pass to Shed. Now here's Barrett. Here's Abaji. Vanderbilt defending, and that one's good. Abaji.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Connect. Barrett covering, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for R.J. Barrett. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
It's Ingram on the wing. Shoots the 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
Lakers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Milton wide open. He fires. Los Angeles with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Walter. Passes it to Abaji. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram's.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
That shot misses. Abaji the pass to Quickly. And here is Ingram. He's covered by Hachimura. And again, no good by Toronto. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. To the paint, Milton finds James. And the dunk by James.
Not the first, and certainly not the last time we'll see this. LeBron finding airspace.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Quickly. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Lakers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
And he sinks the second. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Quickly didn't hold back there, taking some contact inside if he has to.
Outside, James. Back to Milton. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And that one's good. Ingram's got 7 now in this quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Now Connect. He has yet to score.
Pirlo's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
So the wing on the left. Here's Abaji. Out to Ingram. From deep. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. And the Lakers also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. And the pass to Boucher. It's Ingram on the wing. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And right now, people wanting to tune in as Brandon Ingram is putting on a show.
Connect with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. LeBron, no luck. Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And a wide-open look for Hachimura. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Hachimura's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about Hachimura just pulling up and playing assertive there?
Quickly kicks to Boucher. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. It's good from long range. Ingram's got 30.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. He drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Still has the hops. LeBron, one of the most forceful dunkers in the league.
Quickly looking it over. Here's Boucher. A rebound by the Lakers. To the inside. And finished off by LeBron.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Toronto's gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Pass to Walter. That one's in. His first shot this game. Now, here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Right wing. Here's Connect. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here's Finney-Smith. Boucher defending. Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Here's James. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Ingram finds quickly. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Doncic against quickly. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Working inside quickly with good spatial awareness, sensing all things around him.
Doncic against quickly. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Ingram right side. Got a piece of it. .115 left in the first half. The 3 for Doncic. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
LeBron against Boucher. Walter drains it from beyond the arc. Walter's got his second basket of the game.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
And Doncic throws it down.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
Passes to Boucher. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
LeBron outside. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. The tray. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. He's got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He was exactly the kind of long-range threat they were looking for, scoring 18 points from deep on some excellent three-point shooting. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being a more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
The shooting percentage they allowed was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram and at the three. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. That one goes. Count it. Barnes has got his third bucket of the night.
Barnes rising to the challenge here. He is tough.
He lobs it up, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Clock at 6. Pass to Dick. Over Reeves. They get it again. The kick out to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. A three from Quickly. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
And here is Quickly. He's got 9. And there's the pass to Dick. From the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. He's a very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Pass to Dick. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Showing some strength on that finish. Dick is solid at converting there through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Barnes. Yep, it counts. That's now 8 points for Scotty Barnes.
You know, Scotty's working on that shot. I like him getting inside, though. That's where he can use that touch.
The drive by... Oh,
you knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam King.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Doncic. A putback, and Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 20 points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Dick. He's defended by Reed. Dick, that's good.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
On the wing, Doncic. Quickly covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Quickly. That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent, seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptor roster.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
A 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic feeling it out. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 23.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Shed. Back to Barrett. It's Dick on the wing. Here's Shed from past the arc. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Connect with it. Back to Hachimura. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Dick. Off target from outside.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Vanderbilt. With the drive. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mobo. And he drops it in from the low post. Mobo's got his 2nd bucket. So it's the Lakers now. Doncic outside. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Barrett. That shot missing. Nice D from Doncic. The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Hachimura. Vanderbilt. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Pass to Dick. Over connect. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist from Barrett. Dick's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Here's Hachimura. It's rebounded by Dick.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And here's Barnes for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Barnes has got 11 points.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Doncic outside.
Toronto foul.
The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
Vanderbilt against Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Vanderbilt kicks to Hachimura. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. 6 points here for Rui Hachimura.
The D was there, but Hachimura is used to having to score against some aggressive coverage.
Lakers foul.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Monday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Connect with it. Back to Milton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Lakers in 5th.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
And he makes both free throws. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Shed, that's good. Shed's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Here's Connect, and Connect slams it in.
Rising up, Dalton Connect.
And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Shed, 26 points for him. Makes it off the glass. Shed's got 28 points for the game.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
To the middle. And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
Barnes against Vanderbilt for 3. And that one's good. Barnes has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. Here's Milton.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Outside, Barrett. 1:44 left in the third. And the shot goes down. Boucher's got his second basket.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, seems like the ideal wing.
There's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities, but the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward. Now, Scotty Barnes just is one of those guys that's a complete player and competes.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hayes, he's checked in for Len. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. Toronto's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. The pass to Boucher. Jacks up a 3. Here's Barnes and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
Milton. And he can't stop the run as he misses. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bounce pass for Milton. Here's LeBron. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. James has got 4 points now in the quarter. Taken away by Hayes. Here we go, James. No
way. Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
Pass to quickly. Here's Abaji. And here's Barnes for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got 19 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Maxi Kleber is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Goodwin. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Reddish in at the small forward. Here's Goodwin. Goes up again. James misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
LeBron against Boucher. Pass to Shed. And that one is good. Shed's got 30 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Goodwin passes to Kleber. LeBron kicks to Milton. Over Boucher. They grab their own miss. Tries yet again. And James with the nice bucket inside. LeBron's got 20.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Pass to Shed. So, Greg, you played the point. And create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
6 on the shot clock. Driving in. And it's Goodwin missing. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Shed. Out to the right wing. Abaji, the pass to Ingram. From 6 away. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Goodwin. Good. Goodwin's got his first points of the night. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Over to the wing. Here's Goodwin. Lays it up off the glass. Goodwin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Reddish, not just a scorer, also good at realizing when to dish.
Here's Quickly. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Good. Shed's got 15 points here in the second half.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Passes it to Reddish. Now Goodwin.
Toronto foul. Shed. That's his second personal foul.
Glenn's checked in for the Lakers.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Goodwin. Lakers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Here's Milton. No good from outside.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Abaji. Guarded by Reddish. Here's Shed. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
LA has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Vanderbilt kicks to Milton. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Abaji. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Milton. No good on the triple.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Shoots from the elbow. And that one's good. Abaji. Now here's Milton. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Pass to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Milton the pass to Reddish. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Shed. Vanderbilt with the steal. Milton finds Reddish. Back to Milton. Now connect. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Robinson. Toronto shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Here's Mobo. Off target with his 3. The Lakers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Connect. Dick defending, and Connect gets it to go.
Going up strong inside, the rookie Connect doesn't hold back in the painted area.
Here's Shed, defended by Milton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Shed's got 39. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Dick with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Abaji. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Walter, he's checked in for the Raptors. Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Shed. Milton grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
There's the pass to Vanderbilt. The jump hook. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Here's Walter. Here's Shed. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Shed's got 41.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Here's Milton to stop the run. Mobo with the rebound.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
When you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Robinson. And the Lakers also making a change. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. The three for Doncic. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Los Angeles with another miss. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Shed. Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Land's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Hayes throws it down.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Mobo. Buries the long-range jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Dick can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Hayes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his 3rd.
A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
59 seconds left in the 4th quarter. For the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
14 feet away, and again it's the Lakers.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Here's Toronto now. Here's Abaji. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Impressive job by the players coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the shot goes in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's the three. Gets the bucket.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.